Okay, let's take a look at 4CastPro and get an overview of its features and capabilities. It's essentially a forecasting, consolidation and reporting package. We launch 4CastPro by clicking on this desktop icon. You pop in the default username and password and click OK. This opens a company manager that lists available MDB company databases. You can add as many as you need or copy existing ones. We'll open up the test company and take a look at the main features of the program. Let's initially open up the main profit and loss account view. You can see a month-by-month view of the profit and loss account. The magnifying glass here opens up a company cost center selector. You can see that we have two companies and one consolidation node for company adjustments. This allows us to view data for a single company, or as it is for the consolidation of the two companies. So if we click on company 1, you can see their data, or company 2, you can see their data. Now at any level, you can drill down on an account group here on the left of the window by clicking the yellow arrow. This shows you the accounts that have been allocated to this account group. Account groups are used as a way of consolidating like accounts across companies without needing a group chart of accounts. Forecasts and budget figures can be entered directly at this level. You can see that the first two periods, both here and here, are greyed out and protected, meaning that we're in period 2 and have imported actuals from the accounting system for the first two periods. At the end of the next period, we would advance the period here to period 3 and import that period's actuals. Here under the File menu, you can see that there are various ways of importing the data. This one allows us to import from a TB in XLS format. Basically, if your accounting system can export to a TB, then you can bring the data in. The second option is for importing from an XLS file of TB movements by month. This allows you to bring in a whole year's data at once. There are also routines for bringing in data from Sage or Access Dimensions. Let's go back to the P&L account and look at some of the other items across the top. Time series. You can store data away in various 12-period time series. You have two budget time series, one for the main budget, second one for maybe a rebudget during the year, and two prior year time series. You can then forecast in one of 6 forecast time series. As the year progresses, actual figures overwrite the previous figures or budget figures in this current year time series. Under the administration menu, there's a facility for zeroing or copying or moving time series data, including a year-end routine here to move data back 12 months. Budgets can be imported directly into the budget time series, although it's best to budget for the following year in the next year forecast year 2 time series, and then copy this one over into the budget time series when you're happy with it. Okay, let's have a look at entering forecast budget data. You can drill down on any line in the P&L account by clicking this arrow, as we said. Let's drill down on travel. You can use the spread feature to spread amounts by month. You could put in an annual amount £540,000, £540,000, and spread that annual amount evenly over the year. You can also spread an amount by profile. The arrow here gives you ways of storing different profiles where you can spread the data in different profiles. You can also set the method of an account here. You can set it to be a percentage of sales, a percentage of last year, or a percentage of another account. You can populate lines directly using a custom Excel add-in to bring data in from a spreadsheet, and we'll look into this in the second part of this introduction. You can also auto-populate the budget based on a percentage increase on last year's figures. If we click the flex button here, there's an option to apply percentage increases on last year, which would allow you to auto-populate the figures. So let's have a look at the chart of accounts facility next. The default view on the management accounts PL is set up using the chart of accounts facility. All accounts need to be allocated to a main statutory accounts type. We've got Inc., cost of sales, overheads, etc. here, and then within the types to a main account group here, which we call account group 0, but you can see you can have 4 other account groups you can group the accounts together as. So you can have different levels of profit and loss account. It's these that allow you to look at the data in different ways. So you can roll up by account group, by cost center, or by in different ways. There are various reports. Let's take a look at the management accounts report. Just take that one off, cost center. Yeah, so now we're looking at the main management accounts view. You can see, because we're able to forecast forward to the year end, we can see actual and budget performance against last year for both the period, year to date and full year. You can see that with the variance column. You can look at a 5-year plan view of life, so you can see what you've populated in each of the years of the plan. You can see the data by quarter, or if we look at data at the top level, you can also see it by company, side by side, either for the period, year to date or full year. You can also look at the data here at a statutory accounts level, because as we said, all the accounts were allocated to the main statutory accounts headings, and you can see that for both the P&L account and the balance sheet. So that's it for part 1 of the introduction.